What is happening, everybody? So in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to achieve your first pull-up. So I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do that are going to improve your pull-up strength and get yourself to your first pull-up, or even if you can already do some pull-ups, your first 10 pull-ups. So we're going to go through a few different types of exercises which are going to help you progressively get stronger so that you can achieve that pull-up, because there is nothing cooler than being able to do a pull-up. Imagine just walking down the street and then you just stop and you say to your friend, hey, watch this, and then there's just some random thing hanging and you just start cracking out some pull-ups. You look pretty damn cool. Or if you've got kids and you're like, look at what daddy can do, or look at what mummy can do, and just knock out a set of pull-ups and they'll be amazed. They'll think you're like some kind of superhero. So I'm going to show you some exercises to help you achieve that superhero status. Okay, so one of the first things you need to do is set yourself up properly for a pull-up. And what a lot of people do is they get this completely wrong. So when you are hanging from the bar, most people are just going to hang like this and they're going to let their shoulders shrug up. And everything is in your arms and it feels like you're really struggling to dangle. But what you want to do is you want to hang from the bar, and then the first thing you want to do is you want to push your shoulders away from your ears. So you're creating that space between your shoulder and your ear. Instead of letting it pull up like so, I'm trying to create that space by pushing down. What that's doing is it's engaging your lats straight away, which are the back muscles which you're going to be using predominantly for your pull-up. So hang and then drive down. That's your start position, and then you will pull from there, and you're going to get progressively stronger quicker doing it like that, because you're engaging the muscles you want to get strong and grow. And what I always recommend is when people are first starting off, you maybe want to come for a narrower grip, so grabbing the handles on narrower grip and driving your shoulders down and then pulling up. So why a narrower grip? Well, because you involve a lot more of your biceps, so your biceps are involved a lot more, and also you bring some more muscles across the middle and upper back. When you tend to do a wider grip, it tends to isolate your lats a lot more. Your bicep is still involved, but you can't get that same drive. Second tip, what you want to do is you're in that position, you've pushed your shoulders down away from your ears, and the next thing on a narrow grip is you want to drive that elbow down and back as hard and fast as possible, and that's where you're going to generate your force from. So imagine there's someone standing behind you, they've really annoyed you, and you're going to try and elbow them. So down and elbow really hard. Man, you have peed me off. Bang! Straight in the gut. So that's where you're going to generate that force from to help with the pull-up. What I'm going to show you now is some progressions to get you there using a band. So you want to get a nice strong resistance band, and then you're going to tie it around your pull-up bar, your rack, wherever you're doing your pull-ups from. You're going to loop it over the top, and then you're going to pop one knee inside the band. So one knee in the band, and what that's going to do is the band's going to help. So I can already feel the band pulling me up. So when I'm down the bottom, which is the position where you're going to struggle the most, the band is going to assist at pulling you up. So grabbing hold of those close grip, I'm going to sink into the band, then I'm going to drive my elbows down, drive my shoulders down and away from my ears, and then drive my elbows down and back. So drive, pull up, all the way back down. So full extension, all the way up, all the way back down. What you want to make sure is you're getting that full range of motion, so you're coming all the way back down. What people tend to do is they come up and they stay up here, because it's easier if I don't extend all the way down the bottom. But if you don't go through that full range of motion, you're never really going to get much better at pull-ups, because you are not doing them 100% properly. So you want to be extended the whole way down and pull the whole way up. Resistance bands are a great way to assist. So you can start off, do as many reps as you can, and then gradually over time you could drop the resistance band out. You could try one repetition and then add the resistance band back in to finish the following 10. Another way you could do it, if you don't have a band or don't feel that comfortable on the band, some people don't really like it, the band can be quite hard to control, is by using a box or a step. So stepping up onto the box. one foot down in front and the other foot on the box. Now the idea is that you're going to use your leg to help assist. So you're trying to pull as much with your upper body, but your leg is there to help you push when you get a bit stuck, okay? So, one leg out in front of the box, the other one on top. And then coming down, sliding that leg down in front and pulling up. Sliding down and pulling up. So I'm trying to use my leg as little as possible here. That is another way that you can add resistance. So again, you can start off using your leg to assist a lot more, and then over time start to bring that leg out of it. And the one benefit to using the box over the band is you can control how much you help and how much you don't help. With the band, the resistance is fixed, so you can't change how much the band helps and doesn't help. Next up is negatives. So using your body weight, we are often stronger in the negative portion, so lowering yourself down under control and then back onto the box and jumping down again. So you're not doing any pulling, but if you get stronger through the negative portion of the movement, then your muscle's going to grow, it's going to get stronger, and you're going to find the pull-up easier. So using a box again, grabbing hold of that inner grip, and what you're going to do, both feet on the box, and then you're going to jump down off the box and control yourself on the way down. So jumping down and control all the way into full extension. Back onto the box, off, control, all the way down. So jumping up, control, all the way down. Okay? So jump yourself up above the bar and control all the way down. 10 repetitions on there, 3 sets, and over time of doing that, you're going to get stronger at pull-ups, and then it's going to tie over when you do it the opposite way. So you're going to be working your back still, working your lats, you're going to be working it and getting used to controlling your body weight. But what's going to happen is those muscles are going to grow, they're going to get stronger, and then that's going to improve your normal pull-ups. Okay, so if you're not that confident at getting up there and doing the pull-ups, then you can always do them from the ground using a bar and work your way up. So I'll show you. You want to fix the bar up on your squat rack, and you want it to be at a height where it's around the top of your chest, so your head can just come over. So like when you're doing a pull-up, that's the position you want to get to, head just over the top of the bar. And what you're going to do is, this is using your own body now to assist. So I'm going to get myself in a pull-up position, hands outside shoulder width. So imagine that the bar is a pull-up bar, and then I'm going to shuffle right up to the bar so I can see my toes over the other side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit right down, all the way down, sink into those legs. Now what I want you to imagine is that your legs don't really work that much, and it's all a pull-up. So drive those shoulders down away from your ears, pull yourself up to the bar, all the way back down. Drive your shoulders down away from your ears, pull up to the bar, back down, drive down, up, up. So I'm using my legs to assist a little bit, and again, you can change how much your legs help and how much they don't. And eventually you want to get to the point where you're almost imagining that your legs don't even work and it's all in your upper body. That is another great progression, particularly for people that aren't maybe that confident about getting up on the pull-up bar and using the band or the box. So give that a try, set the bar up on a rack, and just remember, you're trying to pull as much as possible, not push so much with your legs. Okay, so the last exercise, which is going to be hugely important for getting to that first pull-up, is scapular retractions. So your scapula and your shoulder blades, and the mobility and strength in them is incredibly important for being able to do pull-ups. So what you want to do is you want to get your pull-up bar, wide grip, and you want to hang down from your pull-up bar. And then what you're going to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together and relax. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. 10 repetitions of that, 3 sets, and keep repeating that until you've got that real good strength and mobility. So you want to keep your arms dead straight. There's no bending at the elbow. It's all through my shoulder blades. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. They're important because the initial part of a pull-up, that is the movement you're doing. So in order to be able to drive your shoulders down away from your ears, and keep in that position, that's all through your shoulder blades as well. So the initial part of a pull-up is from that position, drive down and then pull. So if you're strong in that position, then you're going to find a pull-up a lot easier, because the hardest part of the pull-up is the beginning, because this is where you're carrying all of your body weight. So if you're strong through your scapula, through practicing things like those scapular pull-ups, then you're going to get off, and gradually as you go through the movement, you're going to get stronger. Again, that might be hard if you struggle to hold your body weight. So here's another way that you could do it. Back onto that bar again, feet on the ground, so you're not having to hold your whole body weight, nice and wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and relax. Squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. And then you can even do them sitting down. Squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax. That is perfect if you struggle to hold your body weight up on the bar, because some people, that's such a small movement, if you're not very strong there, hanging from the bar doing scapular retractions is going to be incredibly difficult. So starting with your feet on the ground and using the bar might be a good way to start. But definitely incorporate those into your training if you are trying to get better at pull-ups. So there you have it, guys, some tips which are going to help you get to your first pull-up. What you want to do is you want to work on a couple of those, and you just want to gradually start testing each time. Test at the beginning. See if you can do a full pull-up. If you can't, then add in the resistance band. Start practicing with that. Do some negatives. Start doing that. And then in a month's time, or when you feel confident enough, give it a go again. See if you can do a pull-up. Gradually, as you get stronger, you do one pull-up, then use the resistance band, or do 10 or 9 negatives. Then you can increase to do 2 pull-ups, etc., etc. Or do it on the bar like I showed you there. Also, make sure you check out my last video, which is all about rounded shoulders and iPhone neck, okay? Check out that video, iPhone neck, because what you also want to do is you want to do all of those exercises in that video, because a lot of the time if we have a stiff, tight, rounded posture on our upper back, it's going to be incredibly hard to do pull-ups, because a lot of the muscles that you need to use are too stiff and they're underactive and you can't use them properly. So you want to strengthen all around your shoulder girdle, your scapula. If you have a strong scapula and shoulder blades with plenty of mobility through them, then that's going to hugely increase your chances at being able to do pull-ups.